Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. I am just here with Papo, who is watching The King and I. We were eating popsicles and watching The King and I, and popping on with you guys because I was going to come on today to do a Live at the Roxy. So it will be brief. So get in questions, comments, concerns, Streamlabs, super chats, all that good stuff. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. This is my popsicle stick. It was really good. I had a peach one today. I don't usually go for peach. Usually I'm a watermelon strawberry girl. Recently I've been really liking tangerine. I decided to try the peach. The peach was excellent. Papo had grape. That's not my favorite. He loves the grape ones though. And that's what brought us to this moment. Can you guys hear The King and I? Gosh, I gotta say that movie is so good. I know that there's some problematic parts, but I really do love it. But I was filming the big thing this morning, and then I got off, and I was sitting in my car for a couple minutes before I drove over here, and I saw that Richard Lewis had died, and I was so effing upset about that. People always kind of like my friends from home always make fun of me when I'm like, oh, the celebrity died, and I'm so sad about it, especially when it's somebody I didn't know, because sometimes it's somebody I do know, and I did not know Richard Lewis, but I was just posting about Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And just think he is so good and so funny. And he was really young at 76. And, he came out last year and said he had Parkinson's. And then apparently he died of a heart attack in his home. And just that's devastating. That's devastating. I know a lot of people think about Robin Hood when they hear when they think of Richard Lewis. I always will think Curb, even though that's not what I first knew him from. It's just how he's ingrained in my mind. And I'm so glad that it was the final season and he's able to be such a big part of the final season. I mean, he's been such a big part of the show in general. And yeah, how about you guys? When you hear Richard Lewis, what do you think? How did you feel about this news? As I've seen, you guys know I take care of my grandparents, and as I'm here right now, as I've seen, there are of course so many challenging things about getting older, but you can really live a beautiful life for a really long time. And Grammy and Poe being 96 and 98, later this year being 97, 99. That was me knocking on wood. It's just like, I hope for everybody that they're able to live a beautiful life that long and stay in their homes and have popsicles with their grandkids or whoever, and watch The King and I, and look outside and walk out, go for a walk and eat ice cream and read a book. It's what you deserve as you get older, and people dying in their 70s, it's just still so young. You guys hear King and I, it's very loud, sorry. So you guys know Papa wears hearing aids. Okay, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Thank you to everybody who's here live with me right now, to all the people in here. You guys are greatly appreciated. Gregory says, shout out to ice cream. Shout out to ice cream is right. Listen, I went to an artisanal ice cream place the other day, and it was bomb. So good, one with Grammy. I have to say, no matter what, cookie dough is just always going to be my favorite. It just is. It's just my freaking favorite. I last show ended, and right after I got a Streamlabs from Ash, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer, that said, oh, did you hear about the Taylor Swift merch controversy boycott? No, I didn't. What's going on with that? And that was a week ago. Not a week ago, but a few days ago. I didn't hear about it then. I still haven't heard about it now. Somebody tell me what's up. I'm hearing Yul Brenner in the next room say, etc., etc., etc. Y'all remember that? So good. Yeah, artisanal ice cream is bomb, but it's just like it's the same way that my favorite dessert ever is a chocolate chip cookie. I enjoy a creme brulee. I enjoy some fancy things, but at the end of the day, I'm a chocolate chip cookie girl. And that's how I feel about ice cream. It's like I enjoy an artisanal ice cream, but really I just want cookie dough. That is what I want. Oh, yay, Sam. I'm glad you didn't miss it. I'm glad that you guys didn't miss it. Oh, shit, Swifty news. Okay, so what happened? Y'all let me know. Again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, super chat in. Do you guys, this is a crazy way of phrasing this, but did you guys feel as fondly about Richard Lewis as I did and his art? Did his passing hit you like a ton of bricks today, too? I was watching him last night. And like one minute you're here and the next you're gone. And I can't even think about that for too long because you guys know I have such a fear of dying. It just becomes overwhelming some moments. Just overwhelming. But anyway, I need to see more of his stuff. Yeah, one of the nice things about having somebody have such a legacy on camera is that when they do pass, they are gone, but they're still with us in their art. And a lot of us have that opportunity, whether it's through movie or TV or physical art or music or sports or whatever, like your legacy can live on, even if it's just in not just and most importantly, philanthropy and the things that you did. Samuel King, and I guess so do I. I really do. I've heard people say it's very problematic. And actually, we have it recorded on TCM. And the beginning of it, they were talking about how Rita Moreno was like, I really think this role should go to an Asian person. But if you're not going to do that, I guess I'll take the role. That she felt kind of guilty about it. It's like even things like that. It's like to be even having that mindset in Hollywood back in the day. It's just been so problematic for so long. Andrew Thomas says, "Hey, the most beautiful eyes, Roxy. Rest in peace, Richard Lewis. I remember him in Robin Hood and Tights. It's one of my favorite spoof movies. I haven't seen it in so many years. But I remember loving it when I was younger. I got my hair done yesterday. So let me know what you think. Always it feels like makes me look more awake, even though I kind of look tired right now. She's awesome. I'm just so happy that I found a person that I love. I've been getting my hair done with her now for like, I'm gonna say like 8 years. You know, I actually love the person who does Grammy and Papo's hair too, though. Or now just Grammys. I actually don't know if she ever did Papo's hair. She does do Grammy. Oh no, she came here recently and did his hair when she was doing her hair. She's amazing. And I love her. And randomly, I was talking to a friend the other day and he gets his hair done by her too. And I was like, what? That is so random. There's so many people in LA. But my person moved out of LA, so it's like an hour away from me. But yeah, I wanted to look at some of the things that people were saying about Richard Lewis. Again, if you have thoughts, memories, whatever it is, Streamlabs them in, super chat them in. Hollywood Reporter put out a Larry David, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Cheryl Hines Remember Richard Lewis article, and let's see what it is that they had to say. Starting Larry David, as obviously Curb Your Enthusiasm, Seinfeld. He shared a statement that said, Richard and I were born 3 days apart in the same hospital, and for most of my life, he's been like a brother to me. He had that rare combination of being the funniest person and also the sweetest, but today he made me sob, and for that, I'll never forgive him. That's a beautiful tribute. Spokesperson for HBO, who produced the Emmy-winning comedy series, wrote, we're heartbroken to learn that Richard Lewis has passed away. His comedic brilliance, wit, and talent were unmatched. Richard will always be cherished member of the HBO and Curb Your Enthusiasm families. Our heartfelt condolences go out to his family, friends, and all the fans who could count on Richard to brighten their days with laughter. Cheryl Hines, who plays Larry's wife on the show, of course, she said, when I was young, I had the biggest crush on Richard Lewis. He was the funniest person on stage and the most handsome comedian. And when I was cast on Curb Your Enthusiasm, I got to work with him, and it was a dream come true. Through the years, I learned who Richard really was and the gifts he gave. Yes, he was the comedian I fell in love with, but he was also one of the most loving people I know. He would take time to tell the people he loved what they meant to him, especially in recent years. In between takes on Curb, He would tell me how special I was to him and how much he loved me. To be loved by Richard Lewis, a true gift. I love you, Richard. You'll be missed. Sending my love to Joyce and all the Richards family. Larry Richard adored you, but you know that. That's what she wrote on Larry's post, I guess. So, what a beautiful lesson. He would take the time to tell the people he loved what they meant to them, like in between takes. That's a pretty beautiful sentiment. Susie Essman, who is Susie Green on Curb Your Enthusiasm, said in a statement to THR, Richard was an original, brilliant voice that cannot be replaced. I was lucky to call him a friend. He made me laugh, was the most supportive, kindest people I've ever known. Jamie Lee Curtis, who co-starred in Anything But Love with him, wrote in a heartfelt message, I remember exactly where I was when I saw a billboard of him about a stand-up special on Sunset Boulevard. When we were casting the ABC pilot Anything But Love, I asked the casting people to bring him in to audition to play my best friend / maybe boyfriend, Marty Gold. I thought he was handsome. He made me laugh, which is the one thing that a strong, capable woman can't really do for herself. He got the part when I snort laughed when he mispronounced the word bunt cake. That's funny. It blew everyone away. It was a love triangle show, and they didn't pick up the pilot. But they came back to me and said the chemistry with Richard was so great, and could we revamp the original pilot, which is the show we ended up making for a couple of years. She also said Richard's last text to me was hoping that I could convince ABC/Disney to put out another box set of episodes of the show. He also is the reason I'm sober. He helped me. I'm forever grateful for him, for that act of grace alone. He found love with Joyce, and that, of course, besides his sobriety, is what mattered most to him. I'm weeping as I write this strange way of saying thank you to a sweet and funny man. Rest in laughter, Richard. These tributes are so beautiful, and you can tell they're not just the generic, like, love you, miss you. It's just they're really thoughtful. So people really wanted to, put in the time. This is the picture that Cheryl posted of the two of them. This is what Jamie Lee Curtis posted of them. Really nice. Todd Snyder said, I'll be lost without our daily phone calls, Richard. I don't think I've ever been sadder than I am right now, and I will think of you every day. It's a nice photo as well. Judy Gold put out a post that said that Richard said, just texted, I so love you. And she wrote back, oh my God, love you more. And she said, there are no words. He was a gift. He was hilarious. He was kind. Oh, how you will be missed. Rest in funny. I like this rest and funny. Jeffrey Ross says, first time I saw Richard Lewis perform at Carnegie Hall in December of 1989. He recently reminded me of that date. I was just an aspiring comic in the crowd, and Richard's performance showed me that you don't have to play guitar or write songs to be a rock star. We called each other son of a caterer because both of our dads ran famous catering halls in New Jersey. He was such a mensch. Long live King Richard, son of a caterer. It's another nice picture. Paul Feig said, absolutely devastated by this news. Richard was my hero when I was a stand-up. I was lucky enough to get to know him, and he was the most wonderful man, so supportive and kind. Truly one of the funniest people on the planet. You will be missed, my friend. Mark Hamill wrote, so sad to hear we lost Richard Lewis. He was one of a kind and always hilarious. Thank you for a lifetime of laughter. Tim Allen said, a quote, so very sad about the loss of my dear friend Richard Lewis. God bless your wife. So much legacy comedy you have left here. So very sad you're gone. Bill Burr said, rest in peace to a true original, the Richard Lewis, an absolutely fearless comedian who did and said what he wanted. Dane Cook said, Richard Lewis, I love you and will miss you, man. You were a champion. Rest in peace. Albert Brooks, rest in peace, Richard Lewis, a brilliantly funny man who will be missed by all. The world needed him now more than ever. I think that's a really beautiful way of putting it. Carrie Elways said, no, we were literally just making plans to get together. Besides your remarkable talent, there's no one sweeter or more generous than you, my friend. I miss you already and forever rest in power, Richard. Our sincere condolences to Joyce and his family and friends and fans. And then posted this picture underneath. There's so many more messages. So many more. By Nancy Sinatra, Doug Benson, Bette Midler, Patton Oswalt, um, Adam Carolla, who said one of the greatest, most talented men I've ever met. Wow, it's a nice picture of the two of them as well. It's some cool shades. So, yeah, I just think that when you get comments like that, when you pass, you did it right. You were kind to people, you were good to people, you had a beautiful reputation because it sounds like he was just a beautiful person. Just wanted to take a moment to remember him and see if you guys have anything else to add about Richard Lewis. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Sounds like many of us missed out on personally knowing him because what a guy. No Streamlabs today. Okay. Well, I'm going to be right back. Just heard Papo coughing. I will be back in 1 minute. I know it's so fun for you guys to sit here and wait. When I get back, we can talk a little bit about Dune, continue talking about Richard Lewis, get to any Streamlabs, and then I will get out of here after that. Wow, my eyes look crazy in this light right now. Whoa. All right, be right back. You'll hear me check on him because I don't have the mic to whatever. Hi, Papo. How you doing, babe? How you doing? Okay, good. How's the movie? The movie, King and I. It's really good. It's one of the all-time greats. Yeah. You need anything? Anything to drink? Let me see. What do you have? We can do water, or let me look. How about? We could do banana strawberry juice. You want some banana strawberry juice? A little bit? Yeah. Isn't that wild? Yeah. Yeah, let's try some. All right. Hold on. Here we go one more time, Papo. Okay. I'm just going to give you a small bit to see if you like it, okay? Hold on. Here you go, babe. I'm just pulling this over here so that you get something to put it on. So, okay? You want to just put it there when you don't want to hold it? How is it? Good. Okay, Papo. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm just in the other room if you need me, okay? Love you. Okay. Sorry to leave you guys. Should I take it personally that when I leave, more people are here than when I'm here? Should I or should I not? Just had to check in on him. He was thirsty and wanted to see what they had, and so I gave him some strawberry banana juice. Yum. He said it's very good. So, looks like they're back. Hold on. Hello. Let me just check. Sorry. Just checking. That's you guys. Okay, I'm just streaming in the other room. I'll be in a minute. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay. Let me just see anything else coming through. Otherwise, I will get out of here. We got a World Girl Patreon tonight, and we got a World Girl Live episode where we let Post-its decide our fate. So that was a fun one. Okay. Wow. Shout out to Andrew for being our sole financial supporter of the day. Andrew Thomas with his super chat. Actually, my friend Max says, you have no idea when I'm here. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. And they came to do the stair replacement today and to do the chairlift, but the they took out the chairlift and then they didn't have one of the parts to reinstall the new one, so they had to reinstall the old one. And guys, it's a lot. Okay. Anyway, that's what's going on. So I'll see you guys for the Patreon show for the World Girls if you're there tonight, and otherwise for the World Girls IRL. The post is Decide Our Fate. Please check that out. If you're watching this after the fact, if you give a Streamlabs, I will read it on the next show. Streamlabs.com/RoxySchreier. Questions, comments, concerns in the comments on here. Leave your favorite Richard Lewis performance. Let's show him some love. Huge thank you to Mike Joyce, our sole Streamlabber of the day, who said, Jeff Snyder laminated the hot mic the other day that lamented on the hot mic the other day that studios will invite just about anyone that calls themselves a critic to an early screening these days. Was that just Jeff being snooty, prickly self? How did you not get a Dune 2 invite? I think it depends on the studio. And I don't think that they'll just invite anybody. Clearly, I can't get invited. I used to be invited. And so sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think it depends on what they're looking for, right? What audience they're trying to hit, whether they're trying to get more promo through the influencer audience or through the critics audience, or kind of where they're looking to get that from. So yeah, anyway, it's a little loud over here, so I'm going to have to go. But thank you to Mike for that support. And thank you to Andrew for the super chat. And thank you to everybody else who joined live today. And that's all for now. So I can remind you of super chats. Keep forgetting that I can see fan funding, so I can remind you of super chats. What does that mean, Jake? I don't know. I really don't. Okay. Much love. Stay safe. Stay sane. Put down toilets and live. We don't want those plumes. Don't turn the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. There's something I want to talk to you about with that, but I will do it on a different show, a different time. My body, my choice. Wherever on the rainbow, we love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. I saw this week that in 2023 alone, there was 800 public executions. That's lynchings in Iran from the government. Disgusting. And where is the pushback on that? We have to do better about standing up for people. Okay. And golden sparkles for the someone himself, Glenn Caesar. Thinking about you, thinking about all you guys. Much love, and I'll see you soon. Especially if you're a patron of the World Girls, then I'll see you tonight. Later.